if you're a physiotherapy clinic owner, we're going to go over how to increase your patient rebooking rates. This is a rather comprehensive guide, so stick all the way through for all these strategies. First is we have onboarding. Always having the patient experience in mind when you're booking them in for the first time. That's A. B is preparing them for their first visit, right? Do you have an onboarding email? Are they ready? Does it include all the information they need for before their first visit and when they're walking in the door? We honestly do onboarding videos. We find that it's a lot more engaging, and it shows that you've taken that extra step to think about the patient's experience when they're first booking in initially, right? Wow, right here above my head, it's supposed to say wow, right? Capital letters. Wow onboarding. Having a wow onboarding experience means a positive association with your clinic from day one that your new patients have, right? So onboarding is absolutely fundamental. Next is hospitality. I'm just going to move myself over here. Okay. So hospitality, again, patient experience is everything, right? How are your therapists' body language when they're talking to their patients, especially for the first time? How are their use of words? Are they using too much jargon? Is it going over their patients' heads, right? Number 3 is their vocal tonality, right? Are they really monotone and like just feel like they don't care or that not have a lot of energy? Or do they actually have some energy in their voice, and do they sound caring, right? Are they going above and beyond? And has your clinic even defined what that means and what that looks like for your team, right? What does above and beyond mean for your team? Because it could mean different things for different teams, but making sure you're going above and beyond for, again, that patient experience is what's going to tie into hospitality, customer service, and really create a great patient experience so that even if there's hiccups during treatments, they love your clinic and they want to keep coming back and they know that you care, right? Okay. So treatment plans and rebooking. Do you have a concrete treatment plan protocol, right? Do you know your patient's goals? Have you written down your assessment? Have you written down the amount of weeks that you want that patient to come in? Have you written down the frequency that the patient would come in? We have referral pads where you can just write it down and you give to the patient after verbally communicating it. But do you at least have a treatment plan protocol, right? And are your therapists adhering to it? Do they even understand why they're doing it? Because it's not just for, one, it's for the patient. 2, it's for them to improve their caseload. And so they keep getting better, right? Because if they're able to clearly make a treatment plan, communicate it to the patient, and have the patient adhere to it, it's ultimately best for the therapist too, right? Are they physically booking their patients in, or at least walking them to the front desk to book each session, right? At the end of the day, it's a service business. So making it as easy as possible for the patient to come back is part of our service. If there's no front desk at the time or the front desk is tied up, are you physically booking them in on your end, maybe on your laptop, whatever it may be, making the booking process as easy as possible, especially for patients that may not be too tech savvy, right? And then lastly, a safety net, right? Do you call everybody that's non-rebooked and every no-showed patient? And it's not in a annoying way where you're nagging them. It's you genuinely care about them. You know that they came to see you for an injury and you want to know how they're doing, right? If they're all good, then again, they're all good. But if they still are experiencing their pain, communicating that it's in their best interest to come see you and that your team misses them, right? Hey, how's it going? Like, we miss you. How is the shoulder pain? I know that you want to get back into playing football again. Are you playing football? Right? Really making that patient experience part of that rebooking calls again, where you're actually calling to check in on them because you care and not just because you're trying to get them back in the door again. So are you keeping patient experience in mind during those calls? If not, it's part of what we offer at Perfect Practice. We're also doing free month trial for 2 clinics, right? We only have 2 spots, but part of our service is we call your non-rebooked patients and we're genuinely caring about them and we get them back into your schedule and make them feel like your clinic is the right choice for them and really cares about them. And that's why they want to rebook.